Hold on a moment. Why are you even here? Did you just happen to show up? My brother's fiancée, Elaine, asked coldly, her sharp gaze fixed on me. Oh, Elaine, what do you mean? I responded casually. Your family's financial standing has dropped. Maybe you all should just leave, she sneered, her cruel words stark against the pristine white of her wedding gown. Financial standing, status. What was she even talking about? My family and I exchanged confused looks, struggling to process her words. But as her insults continued, it became clear. She held us in complete contempt. Anger flared within me, yet my father only chuckled. "Ha, this is priceless," he murmured. I turned to him startled. "Dad, it's fine. Let's go," he said with calm finality. The room grew silent. My name is Rachel, and I'm 25 years old. I work a standard office job at a well-known company. Maybe I could have taken a different path, but I chose to attend a regular university and settle into corporate life. You see, my father is a neurologist, an exceptional one. He built his career at a university hospital before opening his own clinic. Though he has since stepped back from frontline duties, he now dedicates his time to neurological research. The hospital he established continues to thrive under the leadership of his trusted colleagues. People often ask me, "Why didn't you become a doctor?" Given my family background, it's a fair question, but the weight of holding a person's life in my hands was too much for me. It's not that I don't want to help people. I just lacked the confidence to take on such a noble responsibility. Unlike me, my older brother, Landon, followed the expected path. 2 years my senior, he excelled academically and secured a place in a prestigious medical school. With his good looks and intelligence, he had no shortage of admirers. His achievements were impressive, but over time they warped his personality. Somewhere along the way, Landon became cruel. I first noticed the change when I was in high school. After getting into medical school, he became a notorious womanizer, often spending nights away from home. He still attended classes, at least on paper, but his social media told another story. He was always out, always with someone new. Word of his behavior eventually reached my father, leading to a confrontation. "Landon, what exactly are you going to university for?" Dad asked, his frustration evident. "Relax, Dad. I'm attending my courses. There's no issue." Landon replied dismissively. "That's not the point. Being a doctor isn't just about passing exams. It's about having compassion for your patients." "Oh, come on, Dad. As long as I have the skills, I can do the job. Stop preaching like some idealistic professor. That whole compassion thing, not my style. You shouldn't interfere in my life," he said smugly. At that point, he was openly defying our parents, and belittling me in the process. "Compared to me, you're nothing. You'll fail no matter what you do. You're just lucky to have a brother as outstanding as me," he'd say, reinforcing his own superiority by putting me down. His words stung, but I had no comeback. Deep down, I already felt inferior to him. However, after graduating, reality hit him hard. Though he passed the national medical exam, no hospitals were willing to hire him. He had applied to 2 prestigious university hospitals. Both rejected him. The reason? His interview performance. Through my father's acquaintances, I learned that his arrogance had been unbearable. Despite lacking practical experience, he spoke as if he were above everyone else. He even claimed he could increase the hospital's revenue if hired. Worst of all, he openly mocked my father's belief in patient empathy. With no other options, my father took him in at our hospital. "Why should I work here?" Landon complained. "You haven't found another hospital willing to take you, have you? Stay here and train until you do," my father stated firmly. "Tch, whatever," Landon muttered, irritated. His resentment was misplaced. Our father had given him a lifeline when no one else would. Whether as a father or a doctor, I wasn't sure what he was truly thinking. Perhaps he still hoped Landon would become a compassionate doctor. But my brother never changed. Even now, he receives constant complaints from patients. He struts around the hospital like a king, convinced he's the rightful heir to the position of director. Will our father's words ever reach him? Then, one day, he brought home a woman. "Mom, Dad, this is my fiancée," he announced. The 3 of us froze in shock. "It's nice to meet you," she said. She was well-dressed, but something about her made me uneasy. She observed our family with an unsettling smirk. "Who is this woman? Why does she make me feel so uneasy? Am I just imagining things? Is she really going to be my sister-in-law? Despite my doubts, the engagement proceeded. Though Landon had been living on his own, he suddenly started visiting home more frequently. Not to spend time with us, but to ask for money. Just recently, he asked my father to cover the wedding expenses. Landon, I'm happy for you, Dad said seriously. But if you're going to start a family, you need to dedicate yourself to your patients as well. Not this again. I already do that, Landon grumbled. Then why do so many patients complain about you? Dad pressed. I've heard requests for different doctors. They just didn't like my diagnosis. They should listen instead of whining, Landon shot back. Your attitude is the issue. You're causing problems for the entire hospital. Does that not matter to you? Dad asked. Fine, I get it. I'll work on it. Anyway, about the wedding, cover the expenses. I want to give my fiancé a beautiful ceremony, Landon insisted. Hearing him say that, my mother and I hesitated. Was this love? Did he truly care for her? After a moment, my father spoke. I understand, but in return, I expect you to take responsibility, not just as a doctor, but as a husband. Yeah. I'll be the kind of doctor you want me to be, Landon replied. Good. Then I'll pay for the wedding, Dad agreed. I'll send you the cost later, Landon concluded. A few days later, the estimate arrived, a staggering $60,000. Seeing the amount, I immediately questioned my father. Dad, are you really going to pay this much? A wedding is a once-in-a-lifetime event, and when he said he wanted to do this for his fiancée, it struck a chord with me, Dad admitted. Dad, I think you're being manipulated, I argued. Don't say that. He's trying in his own way, he reassured me. Trying, my brother? That was hard to believe. Even so, I chose not to interfere further, but that unease never left me. And so they continued to pester me. One day, while I was out shopping on my day off, I unexpectedly ran into my brother and his fiancée. The moment our eyes met, they approached me with smug expressions. Rachel, long time no see, my brother greeted me. You're coming to the wedding next month, right? Of course we are family, I replied evenly. It's going to be an extravagant event. You should look forward to it, he added. Oh, and make sure you prepare an appropriate monetary gift. Although I had already planned on giving money, I reassured him, I'll take care of it. Before my brother could respond, Elaine interjected, Rachel, do you even know how much you should give as a wedding gift? Yes. I looked it up just in case, I answered. Good, then you should know that anything less than $3,000 would be unacceptable, she stated firmly. What? I asked, taken aback. As siblings, you should at least give $3,000. It's just common sense, she added. Common sense? That was the first I'd heard of such a thing. My own research had shown that the average wedding gift from siblings ranged from $1,500 to $1,700. I had planned on giving $1,000, thinking it was reasonable, but now she was demanding nearly triple that amount. Asking for such an exorbitant sum from a sibling was absurd. It was clear Elaine lacked basic decency, just like my brother. Her attitude reminded me of the unease I felt when I first met her. My instincts had been right. She was a problematic person. Later, I consulted my parents, and they agreed that $1,000 was more than enough. Though I knew there might be backlash, I stood firm in my decision. A month later, on the day of the wedding, I put on a green dress, an unusual choice for me, and headed to the venue. While I didn't care for my brother or his wife, the festive atmosphere momentarily pushed those thoughts aside. The venue was stunning, the food exquisite, and the event extravagant. Time passed quickly. Then, as the couple made their way around the room taking photos, they arrived at our family's table, wearing smug expressions. Elaine suddenly sneered. What are you doing here? Acting like you belong? Having a poor family like yours drags down our status. Just leave already. An unfamiliar fury surged within me. Poor family? S? Unforgivable. How could she speak about her husband's family like that? Her words left me and my parents speechless. My brother, meanwhile, chuckled. Hey Landon, what's going on? Why would Elaine say something like that? I demanded. Why? Because it's the truth, he smirked. Unlike me, the winner in life, you guys are nothing but losers. I'm set to take over the hospital. I've already won. He laughed loudly, holding his stomach. Losers? What was he talking about? If anything, my father was the reason he even had a job in the first place. In the stunned silence, Elaine spoke again, loudly enough for everyone to hear. How long are you guys going to leech off Landon? Isn't it embarrassing for parents to spoil their son like this? What are you talking about? I snapped. She turned to me with a mocking expression. And you, Rachel. I don't know what company you work at, but it must be some low-end job, right? Then she pulled out the wedding gift envelope and scoffed. I just checked, and there's only $1,000 in here. Seriously, pathetic. I guess it runs in the family. No wonder you all mooch off Landon. Future head of the hospital? I repeated, confused. That's right. Landon is practically guaranteed to take over, she boasted, lifting her chin. She had clearly been fed lies. My brother had convinced her that our father was a mere laborer, our mother a part-time worker, and I some lowly temp. But the reality was quite different. My father had founded and led the hospital my brother worked at, and his supposed promotion was a fantasy he had crafted for himself. Even the current hospital director had no idea about this so-called succession plan. As murmurs spread through the venue, my brother and Elaine basked in their delusion, their arrogance reaching its peak. Then, out of nowhere, my father let out a booming laugh, his voice cutting through the tension. Ha! What a masterpiece. Dad? I said, startled. Let's go, dear, he said to my mother, his expression calm. Go where? I asked. Apparently, we are not welcome here because we are a poor family, he said smoothly. My brother and Elaine chimed in gleefully. That's right, just leave. My father turned to Landon and said evenly, I don't know why you felt the need to spread such lies, but you should really rein in your boasting. Huh? What are you talking about? My brother scoffed. Oh. Well, as the future head of the hospital, finding another job shouldn't be an issue for you, right? My father said it smirking. Then he called over the hospital's current director, whispered something, and the director nodded. My father then delivered the final blow. Landon, as of today, you're fired. Find another place that will take you. Wait, what? Dad, you can't do this. I'm the future head of the hospital, my brother stammered. If you were truly capable, you wouldn't need our support, would you? Or was all that just empty talk? My father shot back. My brother bit his lip, speechless. Elaine, meanwhile, clung to him in panic. Landon, what's going on? You were supposed to secure our future. You said everything was taken care of. But my brother's shoulders slumped. He was in complete shock. Turning to Elaine, my father calmly clarified. Let me explain. The hospital Landon works at, I was the original director. Do what? But Landon said you were just a part-timer, she gasped. That was a lie. I'm a doctor, my wife is a homemaker, and Rachel works at a top company in the industry. Elaine's face went pale. Oh, and about those wedding expenses. I won't be paying a single cent, my father added. Ignoring Elaine's screeches, my family walked away. One by one, other guests, having witnessed everything, began taking their monetary gifts back. The wedding ended in disaster, and in the aftermath, Elaine and my brother found themselves deep in debt, scrambling for jobs. As for my family, we never mentioned Landon again, and for the first time in years, my parents lived peacefully, smiling every day. Thanks for watching. See you again in the next video. Stay stunned.